So today we are live from the PTM Podcast Expo floor, and this is our second day of Pakistan Travel Mart. What a crowd! We are receiving very good footfall. Despite all the challenges that are looming currently, we are still having a great footfall. We are still having a great response. And this presence of the partners and the audience here, visitors, trade visitors, show that travel tourism should never stop despite all these situations or the conditions. So, in the podcast studio with me is Mr. Ismail Khattak, who is the Chief Executive Officer of Grace Hospitality. I warmly welcome you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So, Grace Hospitality is participating in Pakistan Travel Mart for the second time. How has the experience been so far?
So, yes, you're very right. This is the second time we've been participating in this amazing event, Pakistan Travel Mart. And honestly, it has been a remarkable experience to have an exhibition like this in Pakistan. It's a great opportunity for hotels and hotel brands and all other stakeholders and investors to, showcase the kind of hospitality and their products and whatever they're providing in the hospitality segment to showcase it to the whole world. So it's a great platform. There's nothing like this in Pakistan. So we are very happy and very excited to be a part of this event.
When was this Grace Hospitality concept came into existence? And yeah, please.
So Grace Hospitality came into existence back in 2018.
Okay, it's very recent.
Yeah, so it's very recent. The first property we established was in Lahore. It's Ramada, Lahore. After the successful experience of Ramada, Lahore, we then expanding our footprint in the hospitality sector. We went to the northern areas, saw the opportunity there. We opened the Ramada Gali. Then we went to Hunza. We opened the Best Western Premier Hunza. Now, this year, we are opening the Ramada Nathia Gali. And also, two other Best Western Premier properties are coming in Halam and Malam Jabba from our group. So, looking at the demand for good hotels has actually led us to make investment in this sector. It has a great potential, and there's a huge space for other investors to invest in the hospitality sector as well.
Yeah, so Grace Hospitality is basically managing the franchise of international brands. Haven't you thought of developing your own brand?
Yes, so it's a very good question. So initially we started off with international brands like Ramada and Best Western. Looking at the growing demand for good hotels, we came up with our own brands. So we have 3 tiers of brands. So in the upper tier, we have the Grace Signature Hotel. Then we have the mid tier, which is the Grace Boutique. Then we have the budget hotels, which is Traveler by Grace Hospitality. So now we are giving our own franchises to people because many people in Pakistan don't know the international standards of running a hotel. We learned them from Wyndham Group and international groups like the Best Western. We own the properties and we are managing it. So whatever we learn, now we want to give it back to the people of Pakistan.
Right.
So this is what our new venture is. We have come up with our own brands and now we are giving franchises.
Okay. So, how do you view how positive are you about the hospitality landscape in Pakistan? You see, new players are emerging and coming in the market. And you have taken the franchise, but now are coming with your own brand. So how positive you are about the potential of the tourism in Pakistan and generally about and specifically about the hospitality sector?
So I think the potential in Pakistan for tourism is huge. The reason is if you look at all the things that are required for good tourism are there in Pakistan. Like we have religious tourism. The Sikhs are coming in. We can have medical tourism. We have the best doctors in the world and it's a cheap country. So we can export our medical services. When we look at mountains and nature and beauty, we have the highest mountains in the world. We have the 5 of the highest mountains over 8,000 meter peaks in Pakistan. The K2, the Nanga Parbat and Gasherbrum. We have and the weather. I cannot forget the weather. We have all sorts of weathers in Pakistan. So looking at all these things, I think Pakistan has great potential in tourism. The only issue that I think is that people have concerns over safety and security that the government should assure. And I think the private sector would do wonders in the tourism industry.
So today you were also part of one of the panels about investments and potential investment opportunities in Pakistan. So what were the key takeaways?
Yeah, so I was part of the panel in which there were many notable people like Sardar Yasser. He's one of the industry leaders in hospitality and tourism. Uh, I actually heard very good. I took great points from the panel. Looking at Sardar Yasser representing the government, he said that we have started working on providing facilities to private investors like us and foreign investors to sort of have a public and private partnership, which is a very important thing when you want to promote your tourism, because uh, the more people you bring in, the more investment you bring in, that means more people from the local cities and from foreign countries are going to visit Pakistan. When there are good hotels, there's investment in tourism, which the government is working on. So looking at them and hearing from them, I think it looks very positive.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'll just go back to your own brands, your own hotels. If we talk about Grace Hospitality, what is its ethos? Um, and talking about the destinations where it is operating, have you thought of opening your property in destinations where people don't know much about? And you see, Hunza is now overcrowded in a sense. So are hotel operators like you thinking about discovering and developing new destinations? Because hotel is not just like opening a hotel, it's like developing a new destination. And then when it comes to development, we have to look into the environmental angle as well. We are opening up in a manner that is not disturbing the environment. So like you mentioned about these destinations in the northern region, um, what are your plans uh, about incorporating sustainability in your infrastructure as well as in the operations?
So it's a very good question, how we are incorporating sustainability in our infrastructure development and everything. So sustainability is a very important part, of is very important when we look at the environment and when we talk about the environment uh, and its importance right now in this world and age. I think hotels play a vital role protecting the environment and all the things related to it. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that when you look at a hotel, there are many things that needs to be taken care of when we talk about sustainability. Conservation of energy, and then waste management. All these things play a huge role when you're managing a big size hotel. So I think if we contribute as a whole, the hospitality industry, it's going to have a huge impact overall. As a country, we can create a huge impact internationally. That like hotels like ours are working on sustainability and all those environment friendly models. So I think that we are working on these things, and we are also looking at other hotels and trying to spread awareness on this.
You see, when we talk about Pakistan, Pakistan has its own environmental advantage. We are blessed with the best mountains. We are blessed with the diversity in the nature as well. So when you talk about opening up your brands, it gives you a lot of room to innovate and to create a differentiated product. But when we talk about the brands that are already existent, you have to follow their own manuals, right? So, as you mentioned about some of your upcoming brands in Malam Jabba, I want to learn more about your thought process when it comes to Malam Jabba, because these kind of locations are a full-on development sites, and a lot of attraction can happen there, and it has to be created. Like if I talk about an example, Shadag in Azerbaijan, it's a place on a mountain. It's a ski resort basically.
Yeah.
And even if you go on the top of the mountain, your internet connection is not disrupted. It's available. So, I mean, they are taking the entire ecosystem there, right? So, when you are talking about building up your own new project there in Malam Jabba, what are the key considerations that you have in mind?
So see, the most important considerations when we are opening a hotel is that we look at the infrastructure, obviously. Like logistically, is it even feasible? You know, a few years back when you looked at GB, it wasn't feasible logistically, but with the help of infrastructure development, like roads are being developed now, we have good airport and flights going over to Skardu. So all these things become more accessible for travelers. So this is one of the most essential things that we look at when opening a hotel. Secondly, we also do our SWOT analysis where we see that what are the ROIs, you know, how fruitful is it as an investment for an investor to open a hotel in these locations. That is, these are one of the key things that we look at when we are opening a new location.
Right. It was pleasure having you with us in the podcast, and we'll continue this conversation.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
It was
Thank
pleasure.
you. Thank you.